Gliding in endless waltz, time slowing.
Rushing away.
Coaxing me to go faster.
So make the most of the wind through your clothes.
It makes me feel so free.
Living in that moment of euphoria.
I devour this back of my senses.
Harmony so sweet, you can almost taste it. Should I practice? Slave to my body.
Say again, Matt. Have you just been... Oh, were we doing that like as a real thing? It's always real, it's always real. Sounding alright so far?
Let me just listen to it. Disco. This project, for the next sort of 6 sessions over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be developing a series of poems around the idea of celebration. We will then be editing and creating live performances for those poems. We'll also be learning to DJ so that we can record and DJ those poems with our own tracks that we associate with music. And then we'll also be collaborating with live musicians to create a CD and prepare ourselves for a sort of amalgamation of everything I've just said in the amazing performance that we're going to do on the 11th of September in Market Square.
I am sort of workshopping and leading workshops, developing poems, generating material and poetry that explores why we celebrate through music and how we do that. I'm also looking at how we can link music into kind of writing at the same time. So I'm doing that by like creating writing exercises and asking people at the start to bring in music they love. So 3 tracks that they think they celebrate with. So that can be like in a rave, it can be at a party, it reminds me of my grandma who's passed away, it can be any kind of way of celebrating. And so we started off by looking at those songs and what memories they have, writing responses to those songs, and just exploring like how a memory or an experience that you celebrate with music can be written about, and how that makes really exciting poetry. So like for the start, we're just literally going to look at, we love this music, why do we love it, write about it, and just sort of see how that develops, I suppose, in a way.
I've come to this workshop today just to gain more valuable experience and get an insight into how to put my poetry to music and just gain an insight into how music is formed and recorded, and and also exploring that link between poetry and music. I have thrown my body around like an old excuse. I have thrown my heart out like a kite.
I think you pretty much touched on the exact points I was going to say. And again, I'm very interested to see what I write from these sessions and how to kind of translate into the musical format. But I'm still kind of apprehensive about the fact that it might turn like a bit of a rap kind of thing, But again, that's why I'm here, to kind of create kind of definitive idea about kind of, I guess, twisting and blending really.
Yeah. Aromas of sweet candy floss, cheap burgers, stepping into the big top. Stepping into the big top and listening to shattering bass lines drop, consuming me and my kin. If there were subtitles for that moment between me and her, hearts beating in time, screaming with invisible words, I love being from the same bloodlines.
In my small, undecorated bedroom, 2 wardrobes, a drawer, a TV, and an overflowing laundry basket, and a bed. Laptop overheating, my Philips headphones on full blast. Music is always best loud.
I am hoping to become less of a contrived writer and kind of make lyrics a bit more lyric, but make more sense, because when you're writing music, they don't tend to make sense. So.
My involvement in the project is to teach DJing and explore the connections between poetry and music. I'm going to be recording their poems, and then I'm going to be teaching them how they can mix their poems with a piece of music. And we're going to be putting that together, and that's going to be part of the performance piece.
oh wow, that's an amazing opportunity to actually get that chance and learn how to DJ. So
yeah, it's like we don't always get to do this, and it's something that we can do during the summer and keep ourselves busy. And I like doing the writing as well. Like it's kind of helping me to write and then like to get better at like writing poems and to meet new people and stuff like that.
Well, ladies, step up.
So I press this, right?
Yeah. When are you ready? Your first play on this one.
And when I heard about this event, it was basically from Deborah, and I thought it sounded interesting, and basically we get to DJ, so that's like a once in a lifetime. So yeah, it's been good. I did enjoy it, but it was quite hard doing it. It was really hard.
What did you find hard about it?
There was like loads of buttons and things you have to press, and you have to count 4 beats before you actually press the music to mix 2 musics, and it's really complicated.
This deck's on this channel that controls the volume, and this one will control the volume on this deck.
It just sounded really exciting. It's something I've never done before in terms of merging poetry with music, and DJing is something I'd never done before, and that sort of felt quite exciting. And I was at a festival in Yorkshire sort of deciding whether to do this or not, and watching DJ sets, and saw Ghost Poet amongst other people, and thought actually this could be really, really cool to give this a go and try and put my own words to some music, and it's going well.
We do loads of work with using music to create communication and dialogue between different community groups and sectors and so on. And we tour around internationally doing that thing. For Waya, for this event, working with Lyric Lounge, we've worked with Mouthy Poets once before, and they invited us along a few months ago to work in a very informal level with 2 of the Mouthys, Jim Hall, who's a spoken word artist, and Ben DJ Rudes, who's a DJ.
So what I had to do with Ben was obviously look at the technical aspects of how do you teach someone how to DJ, because the idea being that the Mouthys were also going to get introduced to the art form of DJing as well.
Today we're going to try and mix and meld my writing with this track and see how it turns out. So hopefully, I'm hoping it goes well, because I practiced it last night. And the feel is definitely there, so it's just kind of working out the ins and outs. I chose Track by Most Def called Life is Good because it's a very jazzy, upbeat, rich hip-hop track. And I think it like identifies well with my writing about this idea about freedom and being loose and free.
I just want that part looped. Just before it was the
before that.
Voice bit.
The voice on that little version.
Oh, I just want the drum and the drum to stop just before she does the speech.
Yeah. Before that part there.
Yeah.
I think you should, if you start with the vocal and then fade the song in.
Okay.
Just because if you sort of like, if you just go bang with it.
I know what you mean, yeah.
What do you reckon?
Well, give it a...
Here it sounds.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm a slave to what my mind say. Oh, I'm a slave to what my mind say. Slavery, slavery, slavery.
What we're doing right now is on my track, we're trying to loop the bit of instrumental that we've just found, so I can do my poem over it, and also we've extracted a piece that I want to loop in my poem. I've chosen Incubus's Echo from their 2002 album Morning View. I think Instruments of Loss, which is the title of my poem, is nearly like finished, you know what I mean? It's almost finished, and it's just about me hearing it and seeing how it fits in with the song that I've chosen, and you know, and how it comes together as one, and to be able to perform.
How was that, Daddy?
Mouthy Poets, Mouthy Poets, Mouthy Poets, Mouthy Poets, Mouthy Poets, Mouthy Poets, Mouthy Poets. Get down! Okay, I'm done. Thank you.